everyone, Krista Moser here. Today I'm going to show you my Buffalo Lodge pattern. Actually, I'm going to show you an alternate ending to it. So each one of the pieces behind me, the tree skirt, the table runner, and the placemat all have a little tree block. It's an 8.5-inch hexagon. You see it here. So what I've designed is an additional block, the Peppermint Pinwheel. So same pattern, same layout, same background and everything, but this is something like a alternate ending. So we're going to do this as a free downloadable PDF, and you can make as many as you want. You can make 6 of them for the tree skirt, 3 of them for the table runner, 1 for each of the placemats, and it all uses the 4.5-inch mini Creative Grid 60-degree diamond ruler. So, and red and white striped fabric, which is very fun and festive. So here, I'm going to show you the cuts you'll need to do the Peppermint Pinwheel. Blank stuff. So here I'm going to show you some of the cuts using red and white striped fabric. I've got my mini ruler. I'm going to use the 2.5-inch line and the flat tip across the other end. So here we have, and just trim. And then I'm just going to rotate the ruler to get the next cut. And again. Now this stripe is about a 1/2-inch scale. Of course you could do it with smaller. And we need six of these for each one of the pinwheels. And because we're actually getting 2 different looking, like these, those look like the same and these look like the same, we're going to do 2 different sets. So I'll just keep cutting a few more. You can get 1 more out of this. Set those aside, and I'm going to cut just a couple more out of this. So you need 6 of these for the pinwheel, and then 2 more for their little twist tie ends. I'll show you that here in a second. That goes there. Can we get 1 more? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, set those aside. Alright, so to arrange your pinwheel, it's going to be something like this. And I am just putting all of these. You see how that's going to be? And we're not going to sew all those together just yet. I'll use a couple from this stack as my twist tie ends. They will look like that. We need to build a background though, so that is done from a strip of white. It's 2.5 inches. So here I'm going to start on the end by just cutting my selvage off. I just don't need to take much off. I'm going to line up the edge of the ruler with the top edge of the strip and just take, that's junk. I need 2 diamonds for each block. So here I'm using my 2.5-inch diamond line and my fresh cut edge. And I'm just going to take that tip. Whenever possible, I take that tip off. It really helps with piecing accuracy later. Okay. Now this is a funny little cut. It's a parallelogram. So now I'm lining up the 1.5-inch line. So you'll see I've got the 2.5-inch line along here and the 1.5-inch here. So this is going to be a 1.5 by 2.5-inch parallelogram. Now my strip is folded. So if this fabric had a right and wrong side, I would end up with two mirror image. That's what we want. Mirror image. Just like that. Need another set of those. And take that tip off. Set those aside. Now I'm going to open the strip. Single layer. And I'm just doing two more 4.5 inch parallelograms. It's the full width of the ruler. So I'm taking that tip off again. Okay. Last one here. We need those to be identical. Okay, so to arrange this, we'll bring our pieces back down here. This is where we use those parallelograms to bracket on either side of the twist tie ends. So these units you would build. Turn it like that. So they'll end up as something like a trapezoid when they're done. And then we're going to have these units. Instead of two halves, what we need are our diamonds here and here. Kind of start to see it come together. Diamonds there and there. We would have a parallelogram here and here. Now once all these seams are sewn, the whole thing comes together. So the way this works, I'm going to try and break it out in pieces for you. You've got your ends. Save those for later there. What you're going to do is you're going to sew these two together and then sew your diamond on, and then you'll sew this to it. Same thing here. Sew these two together, sew your diamond on, and then your parallelogram gets sewn to it. That gets sewn to that, and that gets sewn to that. And then these come together into two halves, and a final seam down the center. So I've done some of these steps already, so you can kind of see. You don't have to just take my word for it here. Move these out. Here's some of the units sewn together. So in this case, this is what we're looking at. Two of those, add your diamond, then your parallelogram, and you end up with this. In this case, these three, then you end up with this. Let's sew that on there. So here we have that unit, that unit. This is already sewn together. That's what those 4 pieces would look like this. Here and here. And you sew that final seam and it'll look like that. This whole thing gets pretty tight once the seam allowances are all taken out. As a matter of fact, it should fit just like this tree block in this scale. We've got some seam allowances here, so you're not really going to see it, but this is the idea anyway. It's really cute when it's done. You get the idea? Fun. Alright, so Buffalo Lodge made with trees, made with peppermint wheels. Cute for the holidays, cute for a gift. A good little alternate ending. So what we're going to do, this is a free downloadable PDF. So what I'm going to do is put all this on a sheet with just what I showed you. The cuts, the number of cuts for each block. Like I said, you can make as many as you want. You don't have to make all the sets all the same way. But if you wanted to even mix and match, maybe do the tree skirt with 3 trees and 3 peppermint wheels. Wouldn't that be cute? And if you want to know any more tips and tricks for using this ruler, come find me at KristaMoser.com. Thanks for watching.